Cummings' lockdown journey has sparked outrage in the UK, with critics saying it's a classic case of do as I say, not as I do. Just as the government was instructing people to stay home, Cummings and his wife, who was sick with COVID-19 symptoms, drove with their 4-year-old son to an empty cottage on his parents' estate in Durham. He said he feared if he too fell ill, there would have been no one in London to look after his child. He also said his home had become a target and he feared for the safety of his son and wife.
In this very complex situation, I tried to exercise my judgment the best I could. I believe that in all the circumstances I behaved reasonably and legally, balancing the safety of my family and the extreme situation in number 10 and the public interest in effective government to which I could contribute.
Cummings, who did fall ill with COVID symptoms, admitted after isolating for 14 days in Durham, he did go on a drive to a nearby town to test if he was capable of driving back to London. He also admitted he didn't tell the Prime Minister about his whereabouts.
He was ill himself and he had huge problems to deal with. Every day I have to exercise my judgment about things like this and decide what to discuss with him. I thought that I would speak to him when the situation clarified over coming days.
What's your next move?
You guys should get out of London.
Cummings is known for his disdain of the press and political convention in the UK, but he's also one of the most powerful men in British politics. He's considered the mastermind of Brexit and is credited with driving the strategy that saw Boris Johnson win last year's election by a huge margin. In return, he has so far had unswerving loyalty from the Prime Minister, who's refusing to sack him, a decision attracting intense criticism.
As we start to lift lockdown restrictions and rely less on the letter of the law and more on guidance and appeal to people's good judgment, then trust in the advice we're giving and the reasons why we're giving that advice is really important. And people, if they get any sense that it's one rule for them and another rule for people in positions of authority, then that will become very difficult.
Cummings has plenty of political enemies and there are many who would like to see him sacked. While he's holding on to his job for now, there are many who say his actions were an insult to the sacrifices British people have made during the coronavirus outbreak. Sarah Morice, TRT World.
Why are you guys not social?